Over several decades, the United States government has been working to define itself in the face of the public. Some would say that the government operates for the people, with the people. Questioning whether the United States is truly a democracy or not sparks a lot of controversy amongst citizens. Although there is some gray area when describing the nation's government, overall it encompasses what it means to be a democracy. The United States does operate in a democratic system because of voting and the ability to communicate with elected officials. As a democracy, people have a say in the way that they're governed. Whether they choose to utilize that right or not determines the government's response related to political matters. Voting is a huge part of what makes the United States a democracy. In an article published by the Washington Post, a democracy is simply defined as government by the people, exercised either directly or through elected officials. Ultimately, the United States is a democracy when people exercise their right to vote. The Declaration of Independence states, "Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed." This power is exercised greatly through voting. Another important way citizens can participate in this democracy is by contacting elected officials. A great example of this is when Kim Kardashian directly contacted Trump about granting clemency to a woman that was wrongly incarcerated. Although it was a process, in the end the government granted it. According to a VOA article, Van Jones expressed that Kim Kardashian reached out in hopes to build support for prison reform, sentencing reform, and fair treatment. In an interview, Kim Kardashian stated, "We can't just stop with one person. We have to change the laws." Democracy gives us the power to do just that. In conclusion, this democracy was born years ago when people fought for more rights and involvement in government dealings. The government doesn't have all the power because those elected are voted on by the people of America. The power is within the people. This democracy allows us to be governed the way we want to be governed. The right to vote and challenge laws firsthand is all reliant on the idea that America is in fact a democracy.